Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an SU-8. It's a Tier 6 Soviet SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Prokhorovka encounter, and this one's under the command of Guji72. Now, game's about to start. Okay, they're off. Well, this Arty has a 152mm howitzer as its main armament, but it's actually based on the hull of a T-28 Soviet medium tank. And it would be if they actually did manufacture any of the Arty, but unfortunately they stopped producing the T-28s before they got put into production. And the performance of this Arty is very similar to that of the M44, but it's got a much narrower arc of fire, mainly because the howitzer can't swivel much in that mount. It's very, very limited. Well, Guji's taking it over to the hill, and he's waiting for some of his teammates to come up this way. And he's now aiming towards the enemy, who are just moving away from the spawn points. Now he's looking for a potential counter battery straight away, because he's looking at the place where the enemy Arty is more likely going to be. He's waiting for the tracer. As soon as he sees that tracer, there's the tracer. Fires a round in. And he's got one! Yes, he took out an M44 on the enemy team. It's all a matter of being very, very patient, waiting for the enemy to make a mistake. And he's just spotted the second one. Slightly off to the right, I would have said. That one landed just to the left of the Arty. I think he was just behind the bush. So I think he did damage him. Pretty sure he damaged him, but I think he needed to be slightly further to the right. He's waiting for the next tracer. If that Arty was damaged, he's more than likely moved position. And so we'll see the tracer come from a different spot. Yep, there you go. This time he should be on target. Yes, he got him. It was a Hummel. That means there's only one Arty left on the enemy team. It's a Lorraine 15550. Now, a lot of tank drivers will really thank an Arty player who really is doing his counter battery work, because it means that they can fight Arty free, not having been stunned at all. It all takes somebody with a great deal of patience and expert knowledge on where to look for the enemy Arty. And he's looking for that tracer. He's looking over this side of the battlefield because he doesn't think that the enemy Arty is going to be over the other side. He thinks the guy would have moved and located himself over here, which is much safer than being over near the railway line. So he's waiting for any tracer. I thought I just heard a tracer sound, so I think there was a shell was just fired. Now possibly he might have gone this side of the river. It's very rare for that to happen nowadays, so we don't see it all that often. Most players go to the west side of the battlefield because it gives them more protection. There's more room to hide, more places to run to conceal yourself. But he started now going back to firing at the enemy tanks. He will go after the Arty as soon as he gets a chance, as soon as he spots the tracer. He's dialed in on the spot where he thinks a Striv S1 is located, but he's waiting for any spot of that tank destroyer, indicating to his teammates where he's looking. Well, something hit the ground nearby. TS5 moving up quite rapidly. If he suffers some damage, we'll probably know. Well, he's just been hit by Arty. There's the T25AT. He'll have a pop at that. He's dialed in. Rounds out. Long flight time for the shell. But it does damage. The T25 stuns him. And we're picking up damage assist. And he goes down. Well, the fact that the TS5 was hit by Arty stun indicates that, yes, the Arty is on this side of the battlefield. TS5 is about to die to that T52. In actual fact, he was killed by the enemy Arty. So that tells us that the Lorraine is over there, I think. In the meantime, we're actually looking after a Tiger 1. Yes, I think it's a Tiger 1. Tiger Porsche, sorry. There he is. That's the Tiger that's based on the Porsche hull, not the one that was actually put into mass production. Now he's decided to pull away from that rock, because that rock is a bit inhibiting actually. It does stop his field of fire in certain directions, especially at close range. Somebody's capping, so there is an enemy tank in the cap area. He's going to have to fire at short range. There's the target. It's an SU-8. He's dialed in. I think he's going to try and get a reset by splashing that SU-8. He stuns him, but didn't splash him. Okay, the building got knocked down, so the SU-8's going to have to move. And he's been fully reset now. Time to get the kill shot. Rounds out. Yep, that's a beautiful kill shot. He should have moved. He didn't. It's his fault. But there's somebody still in that cap area. Okay, he's loaded. Just needs sign of the enemy. It's probably either the 5916 or somebody else. Now, guys, our teammates up on top of the hill are knocking down the buildings one by one that these enemy are hiding behind. It's only one tank up there. And he's now looking to the back of the map in a different direction to try and spot the enemy Arty if he can find it. I'm pretty sure he's over the west side of the map. Used to be a thing that everyone would go to that spot in A8 because that was a favourite spot for all Arty in the game. It was the 5916 that was capping. He's just been killed. Oh, and there he is. Yes, he was on the west side of the map. And there you go. The T-52 has seen him. And now Guji's going to try and kill him at range. It's a long range shot right from one end of the battlefield to the other. 4.1 seconds travel time. Oh, yes, he got him. That's a counter battery. He's earned a counter battery medal. He took out all of the enemy Arty in that one. So, yep, that's a medal. And it's a medal that a lot of the tank drivers will be very happy that he got, because it means now that they are free from any stun. They won't be hit by Arty at all. The enemy tanks will be hit by our Arty. Arty players do love Arty. They love playing Arty, but what they do is they try to fight for their team. They are team players and they do want their team to win. And so they will do their level best to help their team win. If that means killing the enemy Arty, they will kill the enemy Arty. They are the enemy, therefore they are on the battlefield to be culled. Okay, he's firing around at that building. And, oh, he killed the Tiger P! He actually killed the Tiger P with Splash. He took out the building that he was standing next to, and the explosion was enough to take out the Tiger P as well. Well, there are some enemy fairly close, actually, just over the top of the hill. But they are being absolutely hammered. There's only 2 enemies left. Oh, we just lost our KV-5 to their ISU-152. He's right at the back on the east side of the map. They've just lost their Striv-74, which means the last remaining enemy is this ISU-152. We've lost sight of him, but I think he's behind those bushes, so you could try some speculative shots. More than likely he'll fall back. So there's a tree and a hill, and he can shoot in 2 different directions. Yeah, the other Arty on our team is aiming in that direction. He's marked the ground near where he thinks the ISU-152 is, and I would agree with that. That's where it looks like to me. Oh, that was a wide Arty shot, very wide of the target. Our guys are capping. They're not bothering to go after that ISU-152, so they're leaving it to Arty. Unfortunately, Guji seems to have switched off. 13 seconds, 12 seconds, not much time left. He could try one shot just to see where it is. He's going to miss out on the Top Gun because he's got 5 kills. And that's it. Game's over. But it is a victory. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's the second class tanker for Gucci 72 in the SU-8. He managed to get a bruise, getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he ended up with 7, sorry. And he also got a demolition expert. He made one of those enemies blow up. And I suspect that might have been the Tiger P, actually, because the shell went off right next door to him. And the fighter badge, well, he got at least 4 kills. He managed to get 5 in the end, actually. And he got the counter battery because he took out all 3 enemy Arty. And that was a feat in itself, considering that last shell, that last enemy he killed from all the way over the other side of the battlefield. A flight time for the shell of 4.1 seconds. It's a huge distance to cover. The shell was arcing over the entire length of the map. And, well, very well done. Let's have a look at team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. No, he's about mid-table. 1,058 hit points of damage. The high scorer in the game was actually the Panther on the enemy team, who got 2,506 hit points. And Gucci only 1,058. But when it came to kills, it was Gucci. He managed to get 5 kills in total during that game. 4 kills went for the Panther, and then got a bunch of tanks with 2 kills, or 3 kills apiece. 3 with 2 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, it was the M44 who did the best. He did 1,136 hit points of damage. KV5 got 1,010. And then we got Gucci with 820 experience points. Let's have a look at detail. 10 shots fired, 2 direct hits, 1 penetration and 9 splash. Damage of 1,058 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 5 and did 199 hit points of damage assistance and 288 hit points of stun assist off 4 stuns. He actually managed to get 16 defense points by firing on enemy tanks that are in the cap. And on a free-to-play account, he earned 21,019 credits, and that's what he took home. He earned 820 base XP, got ×2 for the first victory of the day, took away 1,640 experience points altogether. So very nice, 5 kills, and of course the counter battery, which is the important one, which of course every tank driver will say, yep, that's an Arty player doing his job and doing it very well indeed, because he's actually given them a much easier game as a result of it. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. It's if you can, hit that little notification bell so you can get alerted when a new video comes out. And thanks for watching.